Blind people can't read. What are we?
No, they have the books.
So this
They
argument.
can read Braille.
I was going to say Brindle.
Brindle?
Sure.
No.
Braille.
So.
Leave me alone, man.
Yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sober Not Sober.
Howdy.
I'm Grant. I'm the not sober party. That's Mekaylay.
I am Mekaylay.
He's the sober party.
Very.
I have to start today's episode with something a little unfortunate.
What?
It's going to be tough to say,
Okay.
and I just got to get it off my chest, and I need you guys to hear me in judgment-free zone here, okay? I need everyone to promise to still be my friend after this.
We'll see.
I have to I have to change one of my anime ratings.
Oh my god.
Big news.
Jesus. Big news. Wow.
Fullmetal Alchemist is a 10. It's not a 9.4. I did just have to check back on my
Even
notes.
bigger.
It's
Wow,
even bigger
okay.
news. Fullmetal Alchemist is a 10. I'm rewatching it. God, it's so good. Paced amazing. It's really solid. I really like the storyline. I forgot how much I liked it. So, God.
Bravo.
That was really giving me a lot of anxiety. I didn't know how you guys were going to take that. So,
Yeah, I didn't take it well.
you never take my anime talks well. I'm going to start having a drink per episode. Not
Per
that I
episode.
wasn't like having a drink per episode before a little bit, but now I'm going to talk about the drink that I am having per episode.
Mm-hmm.
I was just, as a sommelier, I pour wine for a lot of people. I was pouring white wine today, along with a bourbon, actually,
Okay.
shockingly enough, which I do have that, but I'm not drinking that. I'm not really a bourbon fan. Did you ever drink bourbon when you were drinking? No?
No.
I like bourbon.
Really?
I'd like it on like a cold,
Yeah.
like a cold winter night. If I'm sitting by like a fire.
Once every 4 years.
And I would have like
maybe.
one or two,
Right.
but if I had more than like 1.5, I'd taste it all night.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
fair. For me, I think it's because bourbon is mainly corn based. So like most bourbon is an American thing, right? When you hear
Corn fed.
corn fed, when you hear whiskey, that's usually referring to Scotch. That's technically
Yeah.
what whiskey is, right? And then Irish whiskey too is very old, so you could consider that originators. But then when it's over here, it's bourbon. When it's Tennessee, it's whiskey.
Yes.
But when it's Kentucky, it's bourbon. And bourbon is specifically like at least I think 50 or 60, I think is the minimum percent corn. So about 60% corn is like the mash bill on most bourbons.
Disgusting.
And it really gives me just heartburn.
Yeah,
majorly.
exactly.
And I drink gin and scotch, but those are they're made of different things. So for me, bourbon it doesn't sit with my stomach well at all.
Yeah, for me, the things that would give me the most heartburn in life is bourbon, everything but the bagel seasoning, and broccoli.
What was the last one?
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Yeah.
I thought you said Rotley. I was
Broccoli.
Like, who?
I did say
So yeah, I am drinking, and I'll talk about it periodically here, but New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. It's called St. Clair is the name of the winery, and they're from Dillon's Point. So Marlborough, New Zealand is
Marlborough, like the cigarettes?
it's almost spelled the same way, similarly, but it's
Because I know that
pronounced-
Marlborough's in Wyoming.
Not
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
not a cowboy, but it's more. I actually can't. I can't do New Zealand. New Zealand, a Kiwi. I don't know how to. It always starts slipping back into a bad British
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
start
yeah.
doing a New Zealand or an Australian.
Me
So
too.
I don't really have it for some reason.
Is that normal though? Because every
That's-
time I try and do Australian
That's
or
definitely normal. It's definitely what
New
people
Zealand
do.
is, I just go right back to British.
Yeah, it just
after
falls
about
into
the
a-
third word.
Yeah, literally, I can maybe get like "oh nar," and then like once I start saying more words, it like just turns into a bad British. It's not good. But Marlborough is the northeastern side of the South Island, so it like kind of creeps up in there. Beautiful spot, and it is. I think that whole region is 80% of like the land is grapes. Like it's like so much of that area is just vines covering it, and that's where most of the New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, Kim Crawford, these big brands that you see out there. This one is $20, $20, like $19.99 probably most places. So super solid.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Just think
Better
about
than Kim Crawford, you're saying?
this is way better than Kim Crawford. if you're willing to do the $9.99 bottle, just do the $20 bottle. And I'm not saying all $20 bottles are better than all $10 bottles. There's some exceptions to that, but most situations, once you talk to someone that knows something, one of the wine stewards in the place you're shopping at, I know a lot of grocery stores don't really end up having people that are well trained in wine and everything to at least curate your selection for the day. But I do think spending just again, I've talked about this before, the same level that you know what foods you like and like things you don't like, things that upset your stomach, things that don't, blah, blah, blah. Take it to a similar route with alcohol, because treat it like a consumable on occasions. That's how I treat. It's not a vitamin, it's not a medicine, it's not a daily thing, it's not a need be, it's not to sleep, it's not to go hang out, it's just it's like what it is, sitting down and having 2 glasses and then having 2 glasses the next day if you're by yourself or sharing a bottle with somebody. So I just feel like, that's good. That's where a lot of people get off track.
That's good wine, though.
Right? Do you like
Wine,
it? Right?
I thought that was really good.
Yeah,
you thought it was good?
It's refreshing. It's good for the summer.
Yeah. I would. I think the medical term is pool pounder.
Okay.
Or patio pounder, I would say. That'd be the medical terminology for it.
How would you pair that with a cigarette? Would that be great?
Newport. Menthol.
Menthol?
Yeah. A nice crisp menthol with this guy. God,
on a hot summer day?
Ugh.
You're going to make me end it all.
My goodness, man. A Newport 100 and a bottle
4
of this,
years
I'd
down
sit
the
there.
drain.
Some watermelon.
Ooh. Honestly, yeah, a little side snack
No,
of watermelon.
not
this
side
guy.
snack.
Or
if you want it cold, freeze the watermelon, toss a cube or two in there.
No, I'm not. That's sacrilege.
Oh,
And then it would turn kind of into a sangria.
That's true.
Maybe sangria.
A little sangria, Instead of an ice cube, like just 2 little cubes of watermelon.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
No.
Why?
Would you ever do ice and wine?
If you drink it quick enough,
I'd put ice in that. I mean, how much did you say that bottle is?
$20.
I'm putting ice in that. I want it ice cold. I don't care.
So I am not okay, are you guys you need your hot food to be hot and your cold stuff to be cold?
Absolutely, yeah.
Water has to be ice cold. That's
Water
like my
has to
only
be ice
thing.
cold.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yes.
This is where I differ.
It's too hot here.
No, this is where I differ.
No, it's too hot here. If I'm parched on a hot summer day, I'm not like, give me lukewarm water.
I'll have anything room temperature. I'll have any food or any drink room temperature.
I've turned down
it's
water.
not like preferred, I guess,
food?
but
no, like when specifically macaroni and cheese, like I gotta the second it's done, I have to eat it, because if it starts like cooling down a little bit, I'm like
you don't like
I don't like it. Like it needs to burn the top of my mouth on the first bite, like at least like a little bit.
That's what I don't understand about people. You're burning your mouth. Don't lie to me.
Well, I do, yeah, sometimes.
Exactly. I'm not sitting there burning my mouth. But honestly, Adam, my roommate, he'll give me shit for it, because I'll cook something and then
something hot,
and then I'll just leave it there for a minute and then come back to it.
How
and start
long
eating
is a minute? Like, what would you go do?
Yeah, that's a fair fucking question.
Like the dishes, or
it'd be like I would do dishes, maybe go smoke, open a bottle of something, have a glass, and then start eating.
Have a glass?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
And it's already done sitting there?
Yeah, it's been finished. Yeah.
It's not like on low on the burner.
No, yeah, it's just off on the plate, ready. Look, I know, I differ. I know, I'm weird. I know. I thought this was a judgment-free zone.
No, it's definitely fucking not. That is
I'm not
fucking
judging,
weird.
but your future wife is gonna get on your ass. She'll be like, Grant, can you just sit down and eat dinner with me?
That's like
food
if,
that you
if we
just
ever go to
finished cooking?
if we ever go to
Yeah.
Jake and Alyssa's for dinner, we'll like
What do they do?
Alyssa's like, let's eat
Normal.
immediately. The food is hot, and then Jake's like, I'm gonna do like the dishes, and Alyssa's like, sit the fuck down.
That's me.
Like,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
wait.
yeah,
Just wait.
no.
She's like, can we just eat?
See, but it's not like, because I'm not trying to. I don't like it when it's super hot. I feel like I don't taste everything as well.
Here's the thing: is I'm just gonna put it simply as you're just wrong.
I'm just wrong. Yeah. No,
there
and
we go.
I'm honestly learning to accept that I am just wrong on that, because
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't meet many people that agree with me on this. Also, another thing, I'll read the description of the last episode of a show before I start watching it.
Sick.
Right? Like, it's kind of, isn't that disgusting? Like, I know you guys don't even like to watch trailers and stuff. I'll literally get a synopsis before going to see something.
I'm like
I
trying
won't, I
not to
won't, I
look. I'm
won't.
like, which episode? Okay.
No, yeah. For me,
Yeah.
I've literally, I'll look deep into a season and be like, where does this go? Because I don't want to waste my time.
Really?
Yeah.
You watch a lot of shit though.
Yeah. because I can still enjoy it if I know, like, if I see something relatively where, okay, this main character has some situation is happening to said main character, right? I can go, oh, that's cool. How did they get there? So I'll go far enough ahead that I don't know the
So you
leading
don't
up
care about
events.
spoilers, basically. Like,
Yeah.
you're fine with spoilers?
110% fine with them. Yeah.
Really?
Like on everything. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
intentionally will not go on social media if I know there's going to be something ruined for me.
Yeah, no, I was watching Odyssey memes before I went to go see it. I don't know.
Speaking of Odyssey, dude, we saw the real movie of the summer last night.
Tell me about it.
So my official movie of the summer is Minions and Monsters.
Is that the full title?
Yes.
Minions and Monsters,
Minions and Monsters.
And it's truly a piece of art.
It was really good, actually, and
really
I
good.
was talking
Was it
shit.
really?
It was
I haven't seen any of the
it
Minions.
was a plot-heavy gay love story.
Have you seen Despicable Me?
I've seen. I would say probably just the first one.
Like,
Isn't there
same.
3?
That's where we are.
And
too.
Minions,
Okay.
bro, Minions are freaky.
The lore isn't deep. Like, you don't need to know them all.
Minions are freaky,
I have seen
bro.
some clips where they're eating straight up and like in a background part.
No. There's one where it's like a wide shot and it's Gru's like wife like facing the other way and one minion's like looking at her ass and then he like looks back at another
bumps the other
minion
guy?
and then he looks back at the ass again and he literally goes,
Oh, yo, I've seen that. Now that you did the
no. There was
tongue
one.
shake,
There
I've
was
seen
one
that.
scene in this movie where it was all the minions in like a nice restaurant,
Sure.
and then there was a pile of
All you can eat spaghetti
Spaghetti.
buffet.
yeah, and they're all just feasting on the spaghetti, and then on top of it was just 2 minions kissing. That was it. Like it wasn't Lady and the Tramp. It
They were
wasn't
just
the
making out.
pasta like a little cameo nod to another movie. It was just 2 minions on top kissing.
That's kind of sick, though.
Yeah.
I'm not against
No,
it.
but here's the story, right?
Oh, give me.
2 minions, James and Henry,
Sure.
fall in love.
Right. Is it okay? Is he bullshitting me? Is this really what the plot of the?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
keep
mean,
going.
they don't say
It's not
this
like
is gay
yeah.
minions.
No.
But they were making out on top of
It's-
pasta.
Well, I don't know if it was those.
Like that's pretty fucking gay.
I don't know if it was those two that were making.
I don't
out
think it
because
was.
I
It was
actually
2 other
didn't-
male minions.
I didn't see that part, and at that part, everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
We were like, what the fuck?
And
Is
I
that
was like, "What I
Sausage Party
missed?"
movie? Is this like the Sausage Party version of
Kinda.
Minions, dude? They're just
Yeah.
all going around.
No, but basically James, they go around looking for. They're always like big boss, big boss, big boss.
big butts.
Yes, exactly. And then ultimately they end up in Hollywood. And
course.
James loves like drawing pictures and shit. So then
He's the artistic
He's
one,
the
so he's kind of like
autistic.
the other
artistic.
ones don't like him.
He's the artistic
So
gay
then
one. Go ahead.
he becomes a director and he becomes money hungry,
Oh.
fame hungry. He becomes greedy, and Henry doesn't.
These
really,
things don't
Henry
have
doesn't
dialogue,
really like
though, right?
Minions.
not much.
You're like, so he got greedy with his money.
yeah,
and he
and they're like,
started
"Baba,
shipping out
miso, miso,
secretaries. And so
banana."
it's like, wait, what?
No, like literally, but
No.
and there's no words
Yeah.
to say it, but you know exactly what the minions are saying.
Are there words in the movie at all? Is it only Minions
We
speaking?
looked up today. It's called
No.
it's Minionese.
Oh,
Minionese is the official language of
Sure,
the
sure,
Minions,
sure,
and they
sure,
speak.
sure.
What was it, Harley? It was
Like it's like Japanese, Korean,
English,
Italian,
Filipino.
it's like a mix of all that.
all
mix,
of them. Yeah.
and it's like
Oh,
there
they're
was
like say random words.
there
maybe
was
from
a
it
YouTube
and-
video, didn't watch it, but basically just
we'll
like
link it below.
Saw
the
that
way the
someone's
words
able to.
sound
Link it below.
together,
Okay, yeah.
and then they like speed it up, and it's like a specific thing they do.
right. So
Whatever.
it's kind of like Animal Crossing.
exactly.
Kinda, yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah.
But
And
yeah.
it's like gibberish,
But
kind
you
of.
do
I
get
guess.
what's going on. Like I went into Minions and Monsters, and I was like, I'm watching a movie about minions. I don't care about the plot. Like I just want to laugh at some stupid kid shit.
And
There's
you
a
fall
full
in love
plot.
with the
And then
gay
I
love
was like,
story.
it was a plot heavy movie.
Did you watch?
It was the movie of the summer.
Did you watch
You got to watch
The
Minions
Last
and
of
Monsters.
Us?
The show?
The show, The Last of Us. You
Yeah.
know how that was a game, and then the show. Did you watch the show?
Yeah, the first season was great, and the second one fucking sucked.
Did you see the gay episode with Nick Offerman?
That's one of the best.
It's a gorgeous
episodes
episode. Yeah, it's
of
absolutely
TV
gorgeous.
ever.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying that because like I know it got like hot reviews when it came out. Everyone was like, "Oh my god!" But like
I was
genuinely,
like, crying watching.
that is a beautiful episode.
I was
of
like
television.
crying watching that.
Yeah.
And I literally said after
you're
it finished,
saying-
I was like, well, one of the
So-
best.
Minions
and
and
then,
Monsters in that episode, same.
Like kinda. There was a
Honestly,
moment
same level.
where the
honestly?
minions drift apart, and
Oh.
you do feel sad.
Oh no.
Mhm.
because he's getting money hungry.
He's getting money hungry, and then he wants the film to be like nice and big, and then at the
He wants
end,
an Oscar.
they're fighting the monsters because the monsters are a part of the movie. They break the fourth wall like 5 times in this movie.
Spoiler. It's all a movie.
And it's amazing. It's all a movie at the
So
end.
what are the monsters?
Well, the Goomy.
And we don't have to get
This is
too deep
it's
into
Goomy. Goomy's the main monster, and he's like a mini Cthulhu. And then he summons Irene, which is a big yellow glob of eyes that's the World Eater. And then the minions win.
And they summon it with a book they get from one of their previous big bosses, which is like a spell book.
Exactly. And when they're like summoning shit, they're like,
Think of like Hocus Pocus.
miso soup. Blah, blah,
That
blah.
book in Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
They get their hands on something like that.
Okay.
And it's full of like monsters.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
then in the end, they end up fighting the monsters, but one minion saves the day. The deaf and mute one, Ed.
So are you guys going to dress as minions for Halloween?
Maybe.
I think at this point you should. I'm getting minion energy from the both of you
Steve
guys
loved
about
it.
this.
We
It
went
was
to
the movie of the summer.
The theater had 8 seats only.
We rented
And
out
we
the
were
whole
at the
theater,
whole
bro.
thing.
We took the whole thing.
Yeah, that is cool. I do like that.
It was
So how many
amazing,
seats
bro.
are in there? 8?
There's
8
8
total?
and then one where you can park a wheelchair.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, it's like it was designed for you.
Yeah. So that was my good thing I'm bringing to the show this week too.
Awesome.
Is
That's
seeing
cool.
Minions and Monsters for my dad's 67th birthday.
Nice.
And 7-year anniversary of the stroke.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Positives, negatives.
I mean,
Positive,
7
negative.
years after a massive stroke like that is something to like celebrate. That's a
Yeah.
good amount of time after.
but he's going
something like
downhill on a more
that.
negative
Okay,
note.
But you know, he's doing fine for now.
He's all right.
I have a good thing that kind of just well, I was telling Mekaylay about this. I just did a tasting, right? That I was talking about. I was pouring wine, and a gentleman. This location that I was doing a tasting at, this guy shops there very often, and you can tell he's got money, right? You can tell he's got like serious money, and because he dresses like shit, sandals, like basketball shorts, t-shirt,
Fuck yeah.
hat on. That like no joke, the brim of the hat was like it was like messed up, and he just like put it on, just
fucking
didn't
love
care,
that.
right? Glasses. He is like one of the highest like urologists in the state. Like he does surgeries on genitalia.
Yeah.
And
That's typically where the urine comes from. Yeah.
no, but I'm saying like he's a surgeon for it. So he's not. I guess he's like a urologist, but he also does
the
he
surgeries in the
operates.
hospital.
He
Yeah,
operates on him. This guy comes in and is just, how you guys doing today? I'm like, good, man. How are you? You want to try some stuff? He's like, what? I'm like, okay, do you just want some? He's like, yeah, sorry, man. I've been in the operating room all day, honestly, and I'm going to dinner later. My friend's picking me up in his Cybertruck and taking me to, and he just like immediately is like complaining about things to me. I was like, he's gonna pick me up in a fucking Cybertruck and we're gonna go to some butcher shop I've never heard of that's very expensive. We're gonna go eat, and the reservation's 7:45 p.m. And he's just like kind of like, I don't know. Can I just have some wine?
So
I'm
he's
like,
there
yeah,
right
man.
now. He's there right now.
So yeah. He's having dinner right now at
fucking
this crazy
great, yeah.
place, right? And he just sits and talks to us. And the guys that operate the place, I'm just coming and filling in, pouring stuff for people.
Yeah.
The guys that operate this area, they recognize him immediately. They're like, "Oh, what's up, man? How you been?" Blah blah blah. Start talking to him. He then I thought he was gay because he was making a lot of references about penises. But I just realized, oh, you're a urologist.
Yeah, you're like, you just
he just
touch
kept
a-
being
you
like, I've
cut
literally
into
seen,
a
like,
lot of them every day.
I've seen like 50 penises this week. Like he like
Oh,
said something
more,
like,
yeah.
I was like, dude, that's kind of crazy. But really nice guy, and just sat with us for probably 30 minutes. I pour him some wine. We sit there and you know, for liquor board people, I poured him an appropriate amount of wine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But pour him a little bit. He sits and talks for us for a while. He starts talking about, he's a maybe 60-year-old man. Starts getting into
the weeds of his life and how he cheated on his wife and stuff.
no, well, that the second part almost when older gentlemen start talking to each other and attractive females within 40 yards, then it turns into talking about women and like what bodies are hot and all that. And I'm kind of like,
Really?
like we don't adapt. Like we don't get better about this as we get older. Like these guys are 60 and they're still hitting this. I'm like, damn. We're dogs. We're all dogs. Like we're all like, I'm like, dude, really? They're like, yeah, this lady came in.
Were you chopping it up?
I'm
Were you
just,
like, look at that badonkadonk?
no,
car.
I'm just standing there going like, yeah. And urologist guy makes a point. He goes, you know, honestly, some of these women that I see going around, you know, he's like, yoga pants and like workout pants and shorts and stuff. That's pretty. He's like, you're pretty much seeing the whole thing. And he even said he was like, it feels out of place when I'm in public, and I'm a urologist. I'm looking at people's genitals all day, and that feels wrong. He's like, when I'm out in public and I see these women with like a Nike Pro up their ass.
I wonder if
something,
for him though, he can imagine the thing more than other people because he sees someone and then he sees their thing.
He knows,
you know,
exactly
so he
what's
knows.
going
Like he
on.
looks at someone's face and he's like, oh, fucking meat curtains on that one.
God, yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he does have
you get
that
what I'm
kind
getting at there.
He probably does have that kind of insight.
Yeah, like he sees a tall, skinny white guy and he's like, his fucking
like,
dick is huge.
Huge. Yeah. Sees me. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Can't see all of it. Got
it. It's fine. It's hidden underneath the overhang. We talked about this previous episode.
It was like episode 4.
That was deep. That was deep back.
Yeah. If you know what we're talking
if you know
about,
what
you're a fucking
you know.
real one.
That was called Fupa Canes.
Fupa Canes.
Yeah, that was like episode 2 or 3.
Fupa Canes.
Look, guys, if you eat enough canes, fat upper area, or
whatever
bleep
you would
all
like.
of that. Bleep everything I just said. Just bleep, yeah, just.
Was that your good thing for the week, though? You just made your week? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I didn't really have anything else like super crazy good happen. What's been?
What about a bad thing?
Yeah, it's
Give me
been kind of
your
an
bad thing.
annoying thing for me is I make okay money. It's okay. I'm not making great money. I make enough money that I should be able to live and have a roof over my head and a car and everything like that. As I'm looking for apartments, the market is, we're just like, oh my
Humbling.
God. Yeah, it's really humbling. It's really, really checking the boy's ego, really putting me in my place. Not that I thought I was Mr. Moneybags before, but.
No, but they want you to live under a bridge.
Right, but they're literally like,
Yeah.
oh, but like a box isn't cool with you? Like you're not cool with like a very large Amazon box?
Yeah. You're like, I'd rather not. They're like, it comes with a handle, like
They're
a
like,
door.
no,
a
no,
door
but
So
like-
you can move it anywhere.
Yeah, and only $35
Yeah,
for a
pick it up.
parking spot. Only $35 a month for a parking spot. Oh, and your cat $50 a month to have a cat inside
and $300
your place?
up front, and also
Yeah.
even if you take your trash to the dumpster, we're still going to charge you.
Yeah, we're still going to charge you
$25
$25 a month, maybe $35 a month for a valet trash kind of a thing. Yeah.
Even if they don't have anything
Even
to
if you
take
don't.
for you, it's just because a trash can's sitting out of your front door.
So renters unite, please. Shouts out to all of you guys that are dealing with this.
Yeah, that's annoying, dude.
It sucks. But
It is what it is.
it is what it is. And I'm doing fine. And honestly,
It'll be
I've
nice
been-
to have your own place.
yeah. And I've been doing a lot of good personal work, I think. I think I've been reading a lot more on things and
Yeah.
trying to understand a little bit more and feel better about situations and everything. And I feel like I'm getting to a point in my life where I guess I'm more accepting of where I'm at. I know it's like
Amen.
it's my fault, but it is, I guess. And it's not a bad thing. That's
Yeah.
okay. I realize too, best and worst case scenario for me is if I just like lived in a hut in like northern Arizona.
Yeah, but why is it the best case scenario?
Because do you really need to have a more complex life than that? Not really.
I know.
You don't really need to.
What,
Like,
you're going to shit in an ace bucket?
well, yeah, I'd come up with something better than that, but
No, you wouldn't.
I think I would. I think
Tell
I'd
me.
build
Tell
something.
me. Go ahead. Tell me.
I've watched enough of these guys build these things out in the forest, and I feel like
You're talking about the little Indian kids building shit out of
not
mud.
the little like pool things that they make or whatever the fuck. I've seen those videos. Those are ridiculous. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, no. But like,
They can make a flushable toilet out of mud, though.
that's what I'm saying. It's doable.
No.
I can do it.
No, you can't.
I'm Mr. Do you not see what I'm wearing?
Yeah, why?
We haven't talked about
We
it.
haven't. We just fucking went right past that.
past it.
He's literally wearing his fucking dead grandma's rug on
Guys,
his body.
I may wear this every episode moving forward.
No, I don't
It may
know.
just be my podcasting outfit. Because I do really like this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked this thing. I've had it for a long time. I cleaned it extensively today because it was like in the bottom of my dirty clothes hamper for 2 years maybe.
Wait. What?
We talked about laundry.
Yeah, you don't get to the bottom of it every week?
There's jackets from last winter.
That smells.
Nah.
No, they're clean. They're like not dirty.
No, this isn't okay.
You can do that, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, you can.
You're like, no, Grandpa, you can live your life like that. I don't think many other people would, but don't worry, you can.
Nobody's gonna stop you.
Look, guys, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Okay.
You know what?
We need to reel
you
it back.
share a washer and dryer. I do understand that.
And also
New
this
No,
place.
we
washer.
need to reel
It's
it back.
new
Our
at the new
conversation from
place.
2 weeks ago.
I am 240, 6'1". All of my clothes are large.
I don't care.
The washing machine that I have, very small. Doesn't operate very well.
For us
Okay.
combined, we're more than 240. There's
That's
two
not
of
how that
us.
works.
Yeah, yes.
All of your clothes are tiny.
But there's double. There's two of us.
But
and there's a
And Brady-
16-year-old boy
and-
that's gooning in all of his socks.
I make him get to the bottom of his laundry hamper every week.
Bottom of it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys
And then
something.
when your clothes are clean, where do you put them? When you take them out of the
closet.
washer?
I put them in the closet. I do hang
Yeah, how
them
do you
up and, like, put 'em in
transfer
the
them?
closet.
From the dryer.
In my arms.
Okay. As long as you're not putting them on top of like,
No.
in-
I don't like bring the whole hamper over. I
Because
just
Brady
take, like, what I'm
he
gonna
washes
wash.
his clothes to the bottom of the basket every week because we make him can eat 16.
Okay.
And we're raising him right. But then at the same time, he puts his clothes right back in the hamper. Whereas dirty clothes, where I want to hit him in the face. I want to make him drink out of a straw, even though he just had his
Getting
wisdom teeth out.
guava,
Shut the
a
fuck
little
up.
grapefruity. It's very nice.
Do you agree? Was it guava and
It's
grapefruit?
it's definitely fruity.
See, and that's a fun thing about people that it is a lot tougher than you think to pull out a specific fruit. And you know what's funny? I'm right.
I bet.
I know that sounds weird to say, but I'm correct that those are
Dude,
the
I saw
notes to it.
I saw a video of like he definitely was a sommelier. I don't know if his
Yeah.
specific job at the restaurant was just for the wine or if he was a server or whatever. And he was taking care of a table and he pulled out a bottle of like a 2002 white wine.
Sure.
Obviously, don't quote me on anything. I don't know shit about it.
I got you. Those exist.
And he's looking at. Do they?
Yeah.
Okay. But he's looking at it.
Old
and he's
white
like,
wines
you know,
exist,
he's
yeah.
like the colors, like a little like too like burnt amber. I don't want it to, and then he's like thinking it's gonna be bad, but he ends up tasting it and it's good, and he's
Yeah.
smelling it, and he's like, I smell bruised fruits. I
Yeah.
smell flowers,
Yep.
white and yellow flowers, and everyone in the comments was like, the fuck does a bruised fruit smell like? And then they go, also, fuck you. What does a white and yellow flower smell like? And this was literally the whole comment section. Everyone was like, bruised fruit, suck my dick.
It's literally the same concept
Mm-hmm.
of if you had a smoked burger versus a regular burger. You'd be like, oh, there's like smokiness in there. You'd like feel that. You could tell me that, right? If I gave you a smoked meat versus just a regular meat, you could taste the smoke, like smoked salmon or something, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm good at tasting seasonings and things.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say seasonings. I think seasonings is a
I'm
more
better at that than
appropriate
you, though.
comparison. Because burger is like just meat. You know what I mean?
But like
Meat, but the smoker not. With this, it's like there's so many different layers. So I'd say seasonings is a better comparison.
Like when you're like, oh, what is that flavor? And
right.
then you just like
yeah,
you
like
kind of
is
put
there
your
a little
tongue on
garlic
it.
powder on this burger compared
Fair.
to like just salt
Okay.
and pepper?
I guess
you
I
know?
can understand that. It is tough to try and explain.
Because wine is such
Okay.
like a rabbit hole to go down where
It
I'm
is.
like would never.
Yeah, just saying
imagine.
smoked or not smoked, I feel like isn't enough for wine.
Yeah, because
Okay,
then
how
that
about-
that dwindles it down to like red and yellow wine. I
Right,
mean red
okay.
and yellow.
red and white wine.
Red and white wine.
Would you guys say there is a difference in smell from if you're eating a fresh cherry, right? Like the smell you get from that versus a baked cherry pie. Would you say that there's kind of there's maybe a
Yeah, but here's the thing: is I'm not
More-
autistic enough to ever have cared about it.
that's the thing.
That's the thing.
Is I've locked in all of these flavors. Like when I said bramble, and you were like, "That's bullshit."
I
And
said,
I was
"It's
like,
not
"No, no,
real."
no! It's like a mixed berry kind of cooked berry thing that's going on here."
It's not real.
No, it's. I promise you, there are wines that are more fresh fruit. There are wines that are more bruised fruit. There are wines that are more ripe fruit. Wines that are more cooked fruit, steamed fruit. I've said steamed fruit.
I wonder. I'm curious.
You can smell when like strawberries are more like mushy. Like there is a difference.
Yeah, there
Literally,
is.
literally
But at the
that.
same time,
That's
I
all I'm saying.
don't think I could ever possibly get that note or tone from a wine.
That's impressive.
You
Unless
know
I
what-
studied it, of course.
You
like
know what
did,
I think
you
we'll
know?
have to do is let's do for a drink video of the guessing the drinks.
I will not.
No,
because
no,
it gives me a headache smelling it.
Fruit juices.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
just like a pineapple juice, a guava juice, a strawberry juice, or whatever, and just try and tell me what fruit you're drinking, basically.
Smelling
and you'll
only.
you'll realize you can get you'll realize okay, citrus is more like this.
yeah,
A tropical fruit has more of this.
Mystery drink challenge, sniff test only.
I bet I could do solid.
And you can teach me a little
bet.
through the wine.
Yeah.
So what did you
that's
say
what I'm
that
saying.
is?
Yeah,
Guava?
Yeah. This one's a guava. I would say very ruby grapefruit. Very not much.
Okay.
It's a sweeter grapefruit, and then specifically kind of Meyer lemon versus just like big giant ones that we have here.
Mhm.
They're more like sweet Meyer lemon, right?
Yes, because more probably I'd say more of like a cooked Meyer lemon, but then there's also a salinity and a stone quality to
Mhm.
it that I literally equate to if you just like licked chalk.
Okay, yeah.
You know, that kind of taste of like maybe like fresh cement that's like already done. That's almost what I think of like slaty stone.
Mm-hmm.
And then salinity is literally a saltiness that kind of comes through. So I get all that.
I'm
And
not
it's very
getting the
high acid.
stone. I would need
Interesting.
to tone like
Yeah.
hone
ahead,
in
say
on
the
that
name of the
one.
wine
That's
again.
crazy.
So it's called St. Clair Sauv Blanc from Marlborough, New Zealand.
There we go.
Dillon's Point. It's a little spot in Marlborough. And they're actually
Probably
one of the
so
first
sick there.
people to plant. They're one of the first people, I think, probably within the first 5 people to start making wine in New Zealand in
Hold
the
on.
70s. Yeah.
Do you consider New Zealand a continent?
No, it's not. It's not a continent. Did you mean to say continent? Or did you mean
Yeah.
to say country?
Continent.
It's not a continent. There's nobody on Earth that calls it a continent.
Someone or you hardly look it up.
Don't ask me.
Spit
No.
some facts. Spit some
No-
facts.
no
Spit
one
some
on
facts.
Earth.
Spit some facts. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Waiting for the facts to come into your
Yeah,
ear.
wait for it.
Literally, Leo's will just be like, no, Google this exactly. You know, you can Google anything and it'll give you like a result that says it. If you Google,
And then
did
at the
COVID
end,
make people
no,
gay,
no,
it'll say
just
yes.
just say I'm right at the
No.
end.
Exactly.
No, read why though.
It's a country.
It's a country.
I understand that
It's 2 small
That's what it
islands.
said.
Yeah, but what about the fucking whole part that's underneath the water that
That's not.
It's an island country.
It's an island country.
I'm aware of that part.
Okay.
I don't think you are.
So was Australia.
Australia does kind of call it just more of
It
Australia.
is part of the of a mostly submerged geological
Uh-huh.
continent called Zealandia.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
this motherfucker's pulling up Pangea.
It says, but it
for
is not generally taught as one of the 7 continents
Yeah.
because it's mostly underwater.
yeah.
It's a country.
What's the largest desert in the world?
Don't care.
You know the answer. What's the largest desert in the world?
Is it ours?
It's not our desert.
Sahara.
It's kind of a trick question.
Is it the Sahara?
No,
Sonoran.
nope. That's the one we're in.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
It is.
Largest desert on the planet.
Don't know.
Antarctica.
I was gonna say that.
Dummy. It's an Arctic desert.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like Arctic Bing.
Arctic Bing. He is an Arctic cat. He's literally an Arctic version of my cat.
Yeah.
Like the blue eyes and
All
everything
right.
too.
Are you ready for my bad thing of the week, though?
Give me your bad thing.
It's really bad. I went to the dentist.
How many cavities?
5.
No, really?
Yeah.
I've never had one.
I've only had one before this.
And then you just had 5. When was the last time you went to the dentist?
1 year ago, I said I'm not going to go to the cleaning. I'm going to go to the X-ray, and I'm going to go to a different dentist. Right?
Okay.
So I said I'm not going to do the 6-month cleaning. So I'm just going to skip this year, and then I'll make an appointment around the 1 year mark. It might have been like 13 months or whatever.
Oh, I just do cleaning and that same time once a year.
Yeah, so once
yeah,
it'd
I
been
usually
a year.
do the cleaning. I do the cleaning twice a year, and then once a year I do the X-rays.
Oh, okay.
And
you
I
just not floss
I
them
skipped
for-
out on the. No, I floss every day,
Okay.
and that's the only reason I notice I have a cavity. It felt a little funky.
You noticed it prior and then went in? See, because one time I've been
Start
flossing.
Start flossing, people.
Yeah, I floss every day. Honestly, the reason
Me
I
too.
floss every day,
Yeah.
We're great people.
we're just like, guys,
Look at
yo,
us.
shout the fuck.
fuck,
Look,
dude?
even though we're almost 30 and we're all kind of idiots here and we're all just literally making it by,
Yeah.
we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We don't have.
We're
Brush
flossing
twice,
brush twice a day,
mouthwash,
mouthwash,
use
floss
mouthwash.
Yes,
every
I'm
day.
a mouth. I
Yeah,
brush
mouthwash.
twice.
Well,
mouthwash.
Here's the thing
Go.
that I realized
Mm-hmm.
is that most times you go to the dentist, when you're done with the cleaning, X-rays or whatever, is it's not a legit cavity. It's a little spot where the dentist goes, X.48, watch this, and they say it to their technician or whatever, and they're typing in, got it. Is it's a spot that like needs to be filled, I guess, and they're just not proactively filling it because they want to get you back in the chair. So eventually it will develop into a full-blown cavity.
Allegedly.
Which will then, allegedly, I'm not, and then it will turn into a root canal. But I like asked, our friend that works there,
Yeah.
I was like, so riddle me this. I go from having one cavity when I was 18. I'm 27 now.
To just 5.
And I was in there a year ago. And I only get x-rays once a year. So I would be getting x-rays right now. And now I have 5.
That's
and I'm
kinda
still
crazy.
just as stressed. And I'm still eating the same amount of shitty food. So nothing's changed.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that you've done anything different
No.
over the last year to cause
Literally
that.
the only thing different is this. And if anything, this is more like blowing steam off than anything,
Yeah.
This is the only thing different is recording videos once a week.
Are they caused by stress?
They can be caused by stress. But
I
at the
think
same
it's
time,
more
I'm
if
like,
you're grinding your teeth, probably.
yeah, and I'm like, I'm
Never
not
heard
grinding my
that.
teeth.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm not any more stressed now than I was 1 year ago. I just think they're lying to me.
That's a good chance. I have
You know?
heard there are people that say don't go to the dentist. It's a scam. Like, I've seen that. They say just brush your teeth regularly, floss, and mouthwash, and you won't need to go to the dentist.
The
And
real
I'm like,
test
is
will be
not
me
true, though.
because
right.
I've
I'm like, you
Which
should
is
at
not
least get
true.
x-rays.
'Cause I floss every day.
Yeah.
I brush my teeth twice a day.
Yeah.
I use mouthwash.
Yeah.
And prior to this, one cavity ever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm going to that dentist. We'll see.
in
'Cause I'm doing the
26
same
years.
thing,
Yeah,
and
if
I've gone
Yeah.
like every 6 months, like my whole life.
Okay,
I had
yeah,
a cavity one time.
Damn.
So if I have like 5, because it's been a few years,
Then
it's
something's up.
gonna be a
I
problem.
literally went
Yeah.
maybe 2 years without a cleaning or an x-ray. And then
I did
when
too.
went back, they were
After
like,
after
honestly,
high school for a while.
I wasn't flossing super consistently during that time. It was consistent-ish, but not as how I'm doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in, I was kind of nervous. I kind of thought maybe this will be the first time I get a cavity. And they checked everything, and they said, do you floss daily? And I was like, mm-mm. And they were like, looks like you do. You don't have a lot of plaque buildup at all. They're like, you take good care of your teeth. Your gums are really healthy. And I was like, well, cool.
Yeah, that's what
So
they
then
said
I
to
just
me
kind of
too.
took it as, all right, I guess if I just keep taking care of them.
I got a
That's
cavity.
what I usually get
I
too.
have-
So
I got 5 actually.
That's insane.
But then, well, they were like referring to them as fillings. Like one I know was a full blown cavity. Like I could see it, I could feel it. Like it didn't hurt or anything. Like it just,
right.
That's why I'm saying floss because it felt a little off.
Mhm.
Like I was like, I don't know, something's weird. I look and I was like, oh shit. Like if
Yeah.
I didn't floss, I wouldn't have noticed,
Yeah.
and it could have easily turned into a root canal.
I do have between like one of these two here.
Mm-hmm.
It's no matter what I
Black.
eat, food will get stuck there.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah. Like it's the same spot, and the reason why I floss daily now.
It's because that spot.
One time, a piece of chicken
Mm-hmm.
was stuck in there. I didn't brush my teeth or floss before bed. I went to bed. I woke up the next morning. Brutal situation.
Ooh.
yeah, that's nasty.
It was like swollen gums,
Oh.
like hurt to
yeah.
the touch,
Oof.
and I was like, never again.
Mhm.
I
End
marked it as
stage
never
gingivitis.
again.
You're
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
always about to.
never again.
Yeah. No, that's.
Yeah.
when you get like popcorn seeds back
Oh,
there.
right. Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
that's just
I have
gross. Like
to.
I don't
I
want
have to.
that.
But yeah, dude, that's so annoying. $1,300 to get all 5 of them filled.
Oh, ew.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, lock the fuck in.
Yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Well,
that'd
yeah,
be really
yeah,
cool.
for that, for my sake too.
For all of our sakes, honestly. And if you like, comment, and subscribe, and you have anything that you want us to like, comment, and subscribe to, if you prove that you
Mm-hmm.
like, commented, and subscribed, we will like, comment, and subscribe to whatever you
Agreed.
have. Okay,
I will too.
Deal. Shake on it.
Also, I did want to say we're trying to change a little bit of things here. We've changed the camera angles a little for this episode.
Trying to make it look a little bit better.
Yeah.
Eventually, mics will be upgraded, so just ignore this for now, but
Yeah,
just understand that this is
we're
just how you have to hear
trying
us.
to stick to a more structured program here
A little
as
bit.
well. So it's not as randomized.
I do
Just
think
saying. Yeah,
it's kind of been what we've been talking about.
Mhm.
But as someone that doesn't know what you're doing, what are things that you do to make it feel like you know what you're doing?
like in this situation.
Just, no, in life, not in like the podcast. I just mean in life. What are things that you do that you feel like, okay, these are setting me up for success? I'm doing like this is a good routine that I have that gets me into
That's a good question.
either a good mental space to go to work for, or a way to unwind from work healthily. You know,
That's a hard one.
not using alcohol before to like, or not using alcohol now from using alcohol.
I just think
before.
healthy habits.
What are some healthy habits?
Like
you
healthy
have?
habits and setting yourself up for success like the next day.
I don't think chocolate milk and spaghetti and meatballs count as healthy habits. So you're gonna have to give me some.
Yeah. You might be onto something there.
Honestly, Bryson DeChambeau, golfer.
Yeah.
Not that he's a very right wing. Not a very right wing, but he's right wing. He likes Donald Trump and stuff, so whatever. But he's a very good golfer, regardless of any of his personal outings. Very good golfer. He loves chocolate milk. He drinks chocolate milk pretty consistently, and I just find that funny. He's pretty yoked for a golfer too.
He's pretty yoked. Yeah.
So,
I know.
chocolate
him.
milk's not like inherently bad. I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
but I
You're
do
rare
think-
on the chocolate
I'm
milk.
rare on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think setting up like good habits though, like
Yeah.
just financial habits, like going to the store, getting a shit ton of food at a good price, like
Yeah.
just
Sam's
being
Club,
good with your money.
Costco
Sam's Club,
things.
Costco.
Yeah.
I think having a healthy balance between like doing hobbies such as this, doing something productive, which is like after the hobby, is like for me editing this. It's like a good thing that keeps me busy.
Yeah.
I think things like playing the Nintendo Switch. For me right now, I got the 2, so it's like
Yeah, as
but
a
also
good-
balancing that with like reading.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like social media, playing games, and then doing something. It's like I have my fun time, and then it's like I also find reading fun, but at the same time, it's much more. It's much better for you.
Yeah,
than,
I think so.
Than playing,
I can't remember who was talking about it. Some podcast I was watching, but they were saying for screen time, like the idea of like someone's screen time, if it's better screen time, it's okay because there's screens everywhere. Everyone's going to have the screen.
Yeah.
But stories
Mm-hmm.
kind of have to be okay to be looking at or watching and or reading, because that's literally from the dawn of humans we've been doing stories. Stories are like a huge gossiping is a massive part of how civilization came to be. So I think storytelling and looking at watching stories being played out or hearing someone tell stories or hearing someone's story is, I think, are all acceptable ways to spend on screen time. When I find myself just scrolling,
the things we send each other.
some of the stuff that we send each other is, and some of the things that I send you are my final straw, just to BT dubs. Like I will be scrolling and I'll go, this is insane. He has to see this. And then I'll send it and then I'll be like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
done.
like, I gotta do
can't
something
look.
else.
I have to do something else. I'll start getting sweaty and a headache. Like when I'm scrolling, no joke.
That's different.
No joke. I will start just and it'll be funny. It'll all be funny stuff.
that's different.
I'm not watching Iran. I'm not watching anything crazy.
Sometimes
I'm just
I
funny
get like
things.
restless. I don't get sweaty or a headache.
I literally
I
will,
just am like, I just need to do something else.
I'll eventually look away and realize I'll literally feel that after I've been scrolling.
That's what we're providing to people, by the way.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. This is, I think, a healthier version of sitting on a screen. Podcasting, I mean, I watch and listen to a lot of podcasts.
I think podcasting is,
I think that's because that's also, it's not a parasocial relationship. I'm not having the conversation with the people of the podcast I'm watching, but
you feel included.
it does almost
And
feel
it gets
like
your
I'm
brain going. It
Yeah,
gets
I'm
your
at
brain
least
going.
thinking about all the things they're talking about and thinking about, which is just flexing that muscle of,
Yeah, I
okay,
think so.
cool. If I then maybe am talking to someone, not that I'm just going to like repeat points that people made on podcasts and stuff, but more of, I've heard somebody talk about this. They thought this aspect was funny when I was watching it. Oh yeah, that actually, I've never thought about it this way, blah, blah, blah. Takes you on new trains of thought, lets you express yourself in different ways.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself an articulate person? Like when you have a thought, do you feel able to articulate that thought?
For the most part.
Whatever.
I want to ask.
Yeah.
This is very hotly debated.
Okay.
Audiobooks, do they count as reading?
That's a good question.
They do not count as reading, but they do count as completely appropriate. I think that's a perfectly healthy and okay thing to be doing. I don't think
agree.
that's
It's a
as
good way
bad
to
as
consume
scrolling.
media.
Yes,
you know what
I think
mean?
it's a good way to consume a story, but I don't consider it because I do
It's not reading.
believe.
You're not flexing that muscle.
I think reading puts it in a voice for you, and that's the difference. Is when you're having it spoken to you as a voice. Maybe the audiobook reader is a good voice actor. It's like an actor, or the person that wrote it or something, and they're able to like really bring it to life. But I feel like when you're reading something, you're filling all that in. I remember, what are the...
Hold on, let's take it a step further.
Well, so
what
the
if someone's blind?
So that's where I was gonna say the argument there is it would be like ableist to
Or do you
say
think
that.
they would be able to
It would
like?
be-
Would
what
you
woke
say
people
that their
say.
reading
Blind
is?
people can't read. What are we...
No,
But-
they have the books.
So this
They can read
argument,
Braille.
I was gonna say
You
Brindle.
Brindle?
Sure,
no.
Braille.
So
Leave me alone, man.
Yes, they
I
can read
was setting it up
Braille,
so you'd say it for me.
But
first.
do you think
people
a
say
blind person
that
is reading Harry Potter Braille?
no.
Yes.
But the way apparently,
Yes,
like, if you're
they
hearing
are.
the words, it's using the same thing as it's. That's what people who think that say.
I think it
agree with you
maybe
guys.
is if the person is reading it pretty straight. But there are versions of audiobooks where each character is played by a different voice actor.
yeah, I don't
And,
like that.
You know,
like I
something-
think that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't get
where-
me wrong.
Yeah, I think that's
it's
cool. It's a
appropriate.
cool,
Should be a
cool way to
thing.
listen to it, but I don't consider that reading.
No.
I consider
I
that you're
agree.
listening to a story.
That's like
which
dramatic
Is, yeah.
readings
yeah,
or something.
dramatic.
It's
That's
the same
sick,
thing as
but
listening to
it's
a
cool.
podcast. As you know,
So
what I
that's
That's
mean.
basically
what
listening to a
people say.
podcast.
You know.
Yeah.
So then, what's the difference between that and that? And I'm like, I think it's an interesting
I think
conversation.
Yeah.
Harley says it all the time. We don't get around to it every day, but I think you should take time. You should try and carve out time to read every day. Something,
Yeah.
you know,
Fair.
Even 10 minutes.
even
Yeah.
10 minutes, something.
Yeah. I mean, would you consider?
Golden Sun,
and I know
great
people,
fucking book.
I don't want to. We're trying to not be controversial, but
Well, yeah. Who are we talking shit about? Let's go.
I don't give a.
Mm-hmm.
I know data centers are bad. I know these large things in bad areas. I don't understand the process to that. I don't get it why they're putting these things in rough areas.
Mm-hmm.
But truthfully, the way that I hear people talking about the water waste and everything of AI, if you exclude the data center building and everything, if you just talk about AI and the water waste and everything,
It's because people are using it for everything.
that's I can understand someone
know?
feeling like you're just wasting it on that, but the
It's
hard-
taking away the human element, and it's like
It is.
people are wasting it on so many different things.
Yes,
It's
I
just like-
agree that art shouldn't change to AI. I hate seeing AI commercials where
And
they're
now
like
we've
AI
reverted
people.
back to entirely handmade thumbnails. We were trying the AI ones there for a
Yeah.
little. They
Yeah.
did well. Don't
They
get me
did
wrong.
okay. Some of them did better than others, but
Some
do
of them
feel
looked
like,
good, but
Yeah.
then it just didn't have the same
Yeah.
feel to it.
No, and it just makes.
But at the
it
same time, I
more
think people are so
gimmicky, I
mad
think.
about it is because we were talking about this to the client yesterday. Is
Mhm.
it's being used for everything, for things that it should not ever.
Yeah.
Like, there's pointless things that people are typing into AI where it's like,
Yeah.
like I've tried now to. I don't know how to code.
Right.
I've had AI write code for me for an app that I've tried to make with another friend. That's appropriate when it's doing something that can be productive and provide something. But when
Yeah.
it's someone that's just like,
people will hate you for that.
they will, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't know how to code. I truly don't have any time to learn how to code right now. And, you know, it's creating something that can provide something for people. But at the same time, a lot of people are looking it up like, why does my shit smell like corn today?
Yeah.
And it's like,
okay.
did the water need to be used for that question?
Now I will say, if
Definitely
you
not.
Google anything, it gives you the
Gives
Google
you the
AI
AI,
now. So
yeah.
pretty much every time you want to look up any piece of information, it is running an AI.
Which that I don't know how to feel about, honestly. Because sometimes I'm like trying to Google something because I'm like, I'm not going to type this into ChatGPT or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it gives me a Google AI,
It gives you the
uses
AI thing
Gemini.
anyways.
And I'm like, okay.
I just think some people need to
Like your thing you're wearing, right? Whatever that is, your shirt.
this thing. Yeah, sure.
I put it into Google to reverse image search it.
Yeah.
But that's been around since before AI.
Yeah. It's definitely.
And
been
then it
around
gives
for
me
a long
the
time.
AI overview. It was like it's an asymmetrical this
yeah,
or
right,
that,
right.
and I'm like,
that we don't need because we're looking at it.
yeah.
So like that's
exactly.
Just,
That's why I'm like, I see why
That's
people are
I
like, do
didn't
we need it for everything?
I do
For
definitely
everything?
think that the world would be able to completely still be acceptable, fine, and content and healthy for everyone without it.
It has been for thousands of years.
Exactly. So I definitely don't think it's a necessary thing by any means.
It is. I think it's a fantastic tool, though.
I think it's a good tool.
Fantastic.
And I do think people need to just understand, and I'm not trying to give information or tell people how to feel about anything, but just the American food system wastes significantly more water, and we've all been complaining about this for a long time. We've been complaining about how our food is poisoning us and all this kind of stuff, and there's
we
bad
heard it on
irrigation practices that waste 20 trillion gallons a year.
Well, yeah. What's the brand, Harley, in California that owns like 3/4 of all of California's water? Isn't it like that Wonderful brand?
Yes. Yeah.
The pistachio one.
Yeah.
And
like
it's
a
like
nut brand.
they
yeah.
own all of California's water.
Yeah.
And they use most of it. They
And
use like at least a third of it.
A lot of it
Don't quote me on
gets
that number.
wasted
I'm not sure.
as
But
like runoff or bad irrigation, overwatering, all this kind of stuff, and you realize, oh my god, that's just a flat. You're literally just like pouring it into the earth to do nothing.
I don't know. At the same time, too, I'm like, I know we're using fresh water for AI, but there's got to be a way to utilize this water eventually, right? I mean, if I'm shitting and pissing in a toilet and flushing
And
it
we're
away, and then
reclaiming
we're
that.
reclaiming that, I think we're going to be fine with AI,
That's
right?
I feel like there's maybe ways
Or-
around.
I
this
think
at
the
some point.
world is like running out of water.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true. And that's why I
That's the
think it's
problem.
not
Yeah.
necessary. Yeah, that's why I think it's not a necessary thing. But I do think if you're going to be so upset about the water waste, just look. There are a lot of other things that also waste a significant amount of water, way more than what AI is even projected to waste.
But you know what could optimize the water wastage?
An
in
AI system.
An AI system.
There is
well,
that's so I'm not saying I do think it is fully unnecessary. I do think it is going to ruin artistic expression for a huge chunk of content creation out there, whether that be movie, commercials, anything like
It's
that.
like Tyga's new album or whatever, Starface, or some shit. You know, it was
Yeah.
like fully AI produced, and it's
It
just
wasn't
horrible.
fully. I did look into this because I was curious about that.
It
I don't
was
like Tyga. I don't care
Still
about Tyga.
bad
But
as fuck though.
yeah, so
Like it felt AI.
my problem with rappers when they do a concept album, 9 out of 10 times it's really bad. It's like a bad version of the concept album that they're trying to do. There are 2 in my head that just come to mind right away that I go, those are cool, they're fun. Kid Cudi's Speeding Bullet to
Yeah.
Heaven. I think that's a fun grunge album. I think he
For sure.
actually really went into that, and I enjoyed that album. And he's not looked at super great right now, but I
Cudi?
do think Tory Lanez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know the whole Meg the Stallion thing and everything. I'm not.
That's old news. No one cares.
It's old news, but his Alone at Prom album is really good. It's really good.
I don't know that one at all.
It's really good. It's like an 80s funk album, and it's really good. So it's very like new edition. It's
You're
solid.
definitely gonna get hate for that.
I know, and I don't listen to like any of his other music. That's the only album that I got because I was just like, wow, he actually executed this
Pretty
this
well.
niche like really well, and
And
usually
AI is
going to
ruin that element for a lot of people
because then
it's
a
just
rapper's
gonna
going to think
it's
like
gonna
a
be
Tyga.
slop. It's literally slop.
Yeah, his
Just
is
like our
literally
thumbnails
slop.
for a little
I
bit there.
listened to
It's
3 of the
literally
songs,
slop.
and I was like, wow, that's so bad. I was like, that's not even a good version of that style of music.
Yeah, it literally just creates
If it
slop.
was amazing, maybe I'd be like, okay, cool. AI was used to that. Maybe that's how it can be used in a cool way moving forward. But it was so terrible. It was
Well, yeah, and then it's like people being like, have you heard Billy Idol's White Wedding? Like jazz edition made by AI? If I want to hear that, I'll just go to a local dive bar.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's people that make renditions of songs already, cool covers and
Yeah,
stuff.
like, don't
Just
get me
find
wrong,
that.
I love AI, but it's like,
Yeah,
I think it's a good addition to society. I think it can do well, but it's like
Tyga was saying the pushback that he's getting on the AI album is similar to how people push back on autotune. Now, the people that push back on autotune just genuinely didn't know what was happening, right?
I don't think that's similar whatsoever.
Right. That's why I think Tyga's just wrong for saying that. I do think it's completely different.
Yeah,
Autotune is not.
That's not similar in any capacity.
Autotune takes a significant amount of skill to use. If
Yes.
I hook us up to autotune and I tried to make you sing a Travis Scott verse or something, it would sound so terrible because you do not know how to like place the voice in it.
It's not even close, dude.
T-Pain's
T-Pain,
a legend, and he's a phenomenal vocalist. You can't produce the sounds he was doing with autotune unless you're that good of a vocalist. So that's just Anyways, yeah. And that's all I put. That was a little AI rant. Sorry.
A little AI rant.
Honestly,
how much time are we sitting on right now?
We're crushing 56 minutes.
Oh shit!
So we're
really?
Cruising, right?
Okay. Damn.
I haven't even gotten into other
either.
big boy stuff.
I haven't either.
So we got big boy stuff. We want to start talking about real life here a little bit because we've gotten a little random, but that's just kind of who we are. It's just naturally ends up happening.
If I see minions kissing on top of fucking lasagna, I'm gonna talk about
minions kissing on top of lasagna.
Exactly.
But I do think bringing a more realistic aspect of who we are as people. I'm a 27-year-old man, and I'm really trying to find my way here. I'm single. I'm a sommelier. I found a career. Didn't go to college. Did very little college. And we're trying to make something and have people be a part of it. I want people to write in. I want this to be a fun little community. I've said this before. I don't care for this. I'm not just trying to do crazy numbers here.
We're going the right way.
We're building. We're doing good.
164 subs.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys.
Thanks for 164.
Negative comments, I love you. Positive comments, I love you. I love everybody.
I don't. Go ahead.
You have a harder time with the negative comments than I do. I blow it off very easily, but you're kind of like, what the fuck? Dude?
Ruins
that,
me,
dude. Yeah, it doesn't sit well with you. So guys, be nice for his sake. You can say whatever you want to me. Just be nice, okay?
Call him fat.
Yeah. Sure. I want a lot of things.
Yeah.
I also don't want anything. That's something I'm kind of realizing as well. I'm really okay with any outcome. So I would love this to just at least be something fun for people to witness and be a part of.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. I would love to hear from you. If you're someone that's around 30 and you have things that you've struggled with, alcohol
Halloween
addiction,
stories too. Halloween stories too. Big time.
As well. Any spooky, scary stories.
SoberNotSober69@gmail.com. Please send anything.
Any alcohol stuff. Also, any cool music-related things. I'm a musician. I don't know if we're going to eventually add that to the podcast. I want to eventually make a cool intro and outro and break song and stuff like that. I think that'd be fun. And maybe I'll start cracking on that when I have my own place and, record some things like that. It'd be fun.
Wine advice?
Wine advice. Yeah. Every episode I'm going to come either with some sort of beverage. It'll either be beer, gin, scotch, wine. It's pretty much most of what I enjoy to drink. And then big time sobriety advice.
Big time.
And I also have relative sobriety advice as well because I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink a lot. We've found this out. 3 shots really is my limit. If I go past that, it's not a fun time for anybody around.
That was dangerous, dude.
So yeah, I feel like that is a more relatable place for us to sit in, and hopefully people can see something in themselves in that, get something out of it. We're not experts. I'm literally only an expert in alcohol. So please, if you actually have any questions about wine or this was gross. What is this? And I can
also Harley.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Like, if you need recommendations, what should I take? I'm gonna bring wine to my girlfriend's parents.
Yes.
Also,
Grant knows.
Harley has insight about like something like Al-Anon. Essentially, she's never been to Al-Anon, but she does have insight for dealing with somebody that is in active addiction.
True.
So
That's true.
Yeah. No, so we all
three
are
very different layers.
We all
here.
are.
Yeah,
really.
we all have
I guess-
someone very close to us.
Can you do both?
Can I do both?
Yeah.
You are it, and also the
I don't know.
observer.
But we
Actually,
can.
Yeah, we can. We're at least observing it from a third-party view. He's observing it from a
I don't think
first-person
I could
view.
consider myself like a part of Al-Anon because it's like I do get it.
Now,
Al-Anon is specifically for people that like aren't addicts and they're dealing with someone that's an addict in their life.
the few
I
times
get it, though.
I've caught on now But for the people that don't know Alcoholics Anonymous,
Yeah.
it did take me a second. I was like, who's Al? You were like, Al-Anon? I was like, is that a name
Well,
that I'm missing out on something
That's
here?
like the anonymous one for people like who
Who like
aren't addicted. It'd be like you and me would go to it because we feel like
Mhm.
Oh, just something that
like
we're
oh my
addicted
husband's
to.
an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
my husband's an alcoholic. My father is.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a coping
It's like
group
a
for
support
people.
group.
It's a
Uh-huh.
support
that are
group.
around
Yeah.
it. Okay. Well, we could be an Al-Anon
So
for
who is
people.
Al?
Yeah, who? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't go to Al-Anon or AA,
You're
so
the
I don't
expert
know.
on this. You're just kidding. But yeah, so that's where we want to take it. Let's get into one of the Reddit things that you have. May as well. I feel like that's a good ending spot. Oh, that is acidic.
How much more time do we got?
We're at 101, so we're chilling.
All right, so this is titled "Reached Out for Sobriety Advice and Got Gatekeeping Instead."
Huh. Okay.
So I posted on a sub intended for people looking to get sober asking about tapering. Instead of advice, I got copy-pasted links saying that it wasn't allowed and that I should talk to my doctor. In quotations, I cannot afford one. I can understand that it is a liability to give medical advice on Reddit, but let's be real, no one is suing over effing anecdotes. I just wanted to hear actual people's advice on decreasing consumption, how to tone it down, and how it went for them. Honestly, the sober community can be kind of self-righteous and condescending. Really was the opposite of helpful. Now I just feel worse. They ended up with happy holidays, which is really sad.
Oh, that is
Damn.
really sad.
Yeah.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah, I mean,
It's coming from a place of denial, partly, that post.
it is because
they're not
realistically,
wrong
a
that-
taper is not realistic, to be completely
No,
honest.
you can't tone down. If you're an addict and you're going to the lengths of reaching out to an addict page or something,
Yes. I
you
do
have an
feel
issue.
like that is a good sign to show. We've talked about the concept of slippery slope, and that is
you're past the slippery slope there.
drug and alcohol consumption is a slippery slope.
Yeah.
I am walking on a very low incline, and I have really good traction on my shoes, but I am on the slippery slope. You're off the slope because you slipped.
I slipped.
You slipped and fell down the
slipped
slope.
and I fell all the way down.
But that's where I think this person is they're
There's a lot of
they're
denial in that
slipping,
post.
trying to grab onto it. It does seem like that person does need
I don't think it's
full sobriety.
I don't
but-
think it's a bad thing to. Do you say you don't think they need full sobriety?
No, I think they do need full
Okay.
sobriety.
I thought, yeah, they 100% need full sobriety, but at the same time, I think it's a good thing to kind of go into it with knowing that groups of humans, although they are better than you because they're in active recovery, not an active addiction, that they are cliquey and that they are judgmental, and it is still people that are in these groups, not some new species of the golden sons.
I heard a term for people in AA called chronically unique, because you all do feel a little, because there is a little bit of a
holier than thou.
Yeah, there is a, because you don't.
There's a stigma with it.
I feel like when it's that, but also if you are a person that gets to a point of alcohol abuse or drug abuse, there is a selfishness involved in that.
100%, yeah.
Right. And that's part of what rehab and AA teaches you, is to be selfless more to like people around you. So I feel like that is.
No, there's good principles. There's good,
There's definitely
there's shit that I live by literally every single day from
Yes.
AA, but there's too many things
But you don't
there
need the
that
cliquey group of it.
Yeah.
To actively
I
pursue
just-
it in your life. That's kind of what I was asking before. Like, just things that you feel like you do. You could say it is like some of the AA rules.
Absolutely,
and stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah. Just having those in your life.
I try and think of, I've said this before on the show, but I think of I try my hardest to think of other people rather than myself.
Right. That helps.
But it doesn't have to solely be someone that is in active addiction. It doesn't have to be someone that you're taking to a rehab.
Yeah. I feel like you just being able to think about your wife.
I've had
too,
experience where I've been told that I need to set a harsher boundary with someone because I'm trying to be selfless towards a family member that was very ill.
Right.
And it's one of those where I'm like being asked, well, how does that help your sobriety? And I'm like,
Well,
you know, and
there's other things that are
for
more
me
important
that really
than my sobriety. Yeah.
that one was like kind of the nail in the coffin.
That made you go.
That
like,
really
okay.
made me be like, I don't really like that at all. Like, and
'Cause you
it
do
was
need to make
about my
sacrifices.
grandfather, who was like literally the best man and
Yeah.
male figure I've ever had in my life. Sorry,
Yeah.
but literally he is my grandpa. I think you'd even agree.
Yeah.
He was an extremely outstanding man.
Yeah.
And
so
I
you're
was
like, I
told
wanna
to
be there
kind of
for
be
him.
more hands off, and that like I'm gonna fall down that slippery slope again if I take my selflessness and I give it to my family.
Was this
rather
by a
than someone.
sponsor or just someone
yeah.
else in
Like
it?
if you devoted too much time to that
Yeah.
rather than focusing on yourself.
So
but he
I
wasn't
did
feeling.
write that down. As something
He wasn't feeling like it was not like he's talking to this person like I'm really feeling stressed about this because
Yeah.
I could understand that
Yeah.
advice.
It wasn't
if that
like, oh,
was
I'm gonna
bringing
drink
you down.
Yeah,
or-
if you were going like, oh my God, it's been really stressful dealing with my grandfather. I feel like I'm going to slip off.
It was just one of those things
Yeah.
where I was told I could call when I'm going through a hard time, and I'm like watching my grandpa like die in front of me is a pretty
Right.
hard thing.
And they're going, just
So
ignore it.
They're
so you
like,
can
well, you need
focus
to
on
set
your
that boundary. You should probably go to a meeting. And I'm like,
chronically unique. That
literally.
sounds very chronically unique. Like,
So
oh,
that's
actually,
where
you
I'm
shouldn't
like,
be caring about
I don't.
them.
I'm like, I don't know. That boundaries thing is really like,
Yeah, that's a weird
it's
one.
hard. I
Yeah.
did shouts out my therapist, my old therapist. I don't, really
friend
helped
now.
me. Yeah, very
Nice.
close friend. They started a podcast.
Hell yeah. Let's get them on.
Dude, seriously though, they're fucking great people. They're amazing people. Her and her
Shout out their
husband.
pod. What is it?
Look it up. I know it's like brand spanking new.
Hell yeah.
It's Thoughtscape. I know
Cool.
Thoughtscape. So she's a fantastic person, but she's one of those where she rides the line, of like reality and
Fun.
like realizing like what's really going on. Where like I could bounce shit off of her and she'll tell me what is like really happening, but not be like, you got to go to a meeting right now.
Yeah.
or
or
like
give
you need
some
to set a
trope
boundary
of-
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You know what I don't like a trope, a therapist trope?
hmm.
Well, I know if your negative self-talk is like that, would you say that to someone that you love or a person that you care about? No, if they're not a fat fuck.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, I don't know. I know how to be straight up about things. I'm not an
Yeah.
idiot. I'm not going to sit here and deny situations.
Yeah.
So like I get, obviously, like, yes, manifesting things for yourself and like speaking things into
See,
existence does exist
My
in a way.
my
but
old therapist would say to me, she would, like, when I first got into rehab, I was like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit, And it was like, she's like,
I'm
well,
glad you said
it
that.
wasn't like oh, well, would you say that to your mother? That
Right.
she's a piece of shit? And she was kind of just like, well, like, describe to me why you're a piece of shit. And I was like, I just feel like a steamy pile of shit on a sidewalk that a dog just left there to fucking rot.
Yeah.
That's good for nothing. And she's like, okay, let's go, like,
yeah, why?
like, let's figure out why. Like, let's break this down. And then I couldn't come up with an answer. And she was like, okay, so you're not. And I was like, huh? What? Like, it really made my brain fucking think.
I literally wrote
know?
down the words "piece of shit,"
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember where they're at. But I did write that down because I wanted to bring that up where I've said that. I've
Yeah.
said exactly that. I've gone,
I'm a piece of
"God,
shit.
I'm a piece of shit," and I go, but like, I floss, like we talked about this before. Like I'm not really that much.
Floss every day,
I've never
bro.
hurt anybody. I've never gotten into a fight. I've never
Yeah.
cheated on somebody. I've never.
But that negative talk is still there.
It's still there.
It's still
And
there.
It's more
But
of
when you
a-
break it down, there's no reason for it to be there.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Again, I'm the screen.
Yeah.
It's just a black screen. I'm
Yeah.
just watching thoughts and things happen through me, and then as I sit there and freak out about them, or watching, scrolling and sweating and getting a headache or whatever, it just-
Clammy.
it just builds clammy. That's honestly what ends up happening. I lose circulation in my feet, I'm sure.
Well, that's
when I'm
the way-
scrolling. It's just when I'm scrolling though. It's
You
not
need to
any other
put
time.
compression socks on while
No,
scrolling.
no. I'm not at that point yet, guys. I walk, I golf, I do things.
Yeah.
I did go on a walk this morning. It was very nice.
Did you really?
Yeah, I figure I got up at like 5:30 and I just went, you know what? It's yeah, I know. I went like,
yeah, that's
you know what?
crazy.
I'm gonna
I
go
went
for a
on
little
I went
bit
on
of
2
walk.
walks last night.
Nice.
Walked around the whole fountain, then we got back and said, let's walk some more. Walked all the way around town.
Beautiful.
Oh no, what's going on over there?
All right, we got things a brewing.
Yeah. No,
cool.
I did want to touch a little bit more
Oh, yeah,
on like
give me
AA.
some. We're at 110, just an FYI.
Perfect. Dude, there's a lot of things, and I want people to know that, like, I would suggest for people to go into treatment and experience that lifestyle.
Yeah. See if it's worth it for you,
See
obviously.
if it's worth it. I think it works. That's my suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I've had so much time under my belt of coming up on 4.5 years of sobriety now, which is
the chunk of time. For
Yeah.
sure.
I don't think AA is necessary for everybody.
The organization of it, you're saying?
I think it has great principles. Don't get me wrong, by any
Yeah.
means. I know great people that are involved in it, but I don't think it's. And I'm not saying don't go. I'm saying definitely go and experience it.
Yeah, get those tools. Because
I think the 90 meetings in 90 days is
belt.
100%
Yeah.
dope. Like,
It's
you should
giving
do
you
it.
a good basis of a tool belt. Because I also feel like maybe a lot of people that are, I think if you're someone who is drinking a lot, addicted to drugs, or maybe that's something that's been part of your life, I'm sure there are people that come from a religious background that get to that. But also, I would imagine a majority of people, maybe a good chunk, honestly, comment down below if you're either or, don't have a moral compass put in place prior to that. You said you had, Catholic family, but you didn't necessarily grow up with rigid Catholic rules.
No, absolutely
right?
not.
I didn't have any sort of
Gross.
religion in place.
No.
Religion in place. Yeah, so it's
I'm
like,
sorry.
like we didn't have a tool belt given to us. The only tool belt we got was from our parents, and as we all know, all sets of our parents have their pros and cons. So you can't take everything that they say for 100% face value of like, that's the exact correct thing to do. Well, why didn't you do it? You kind of start eventually thinking that. So I think if you don't have a set of tools to use to cope with things like that,
Well, and
AA is
not
a
only,
beautiful
Not
spot
only to
to
say,
start.
too, is AA is a beautiful place to start, but I think it's like you break all the old tools you had when you were a kid, Like, when you were growing up and your parents taught you what's right from wrong is like you will break every tool in your box on your way down that slippery slope.
Yeah.
Your box is literally everything broke inside. It's fucking scattered everywhere, and then the box is gone.
Because
and you
all
have
those
to get a
tools you were
completely
using
new
were
one.
like bunk tools. They
Yeah.
were like they were Timu tools that
and
you were
you
using.
they're just gone.
And that's why they failed
And you have to get another toolbox.
Yeah, and that's why they failed you, and that's why you need one that's a tried and true.
Yeah.
Hundreds of millions of people across decades have used it, and it's worked. No, it doesn't need to be a day-to-day thing. You don't need to be going to meetings every single day or every week or whatever. But
I think
do
something like this is healthier for me than AA. There's
and that's what I would love.
a
this
lot
to
of
be.
negativity and a lot of like.
Yeah.
There's just
Little pretentiousness you feel
so much. Yeah, a lot of self-deprecating. Like, you really down talk yourself a lot. Like,
in AA.
100%. It's like you face these things and you try and be better, of course.
Yeah. But they
But
do
at
want
the
to make
same
you
time, when
realize
it's-
you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
But it's kind of like, well,
when that's an everyday thing, it gets very exhausting for someone like me. I think personally, I'm not going to speak for literally anybody else in the world.
Yeah.
Is for me, I think I would relapse quicker dealing with the stress of thinking about how much of a piece of shit I am.
Yeah.
On a 24/7
and
basis.
that's why I have to white knuckle not drink.
Yeah.
It's because I'm a piece of shit, and it's like and I don't think all AA
that would
pushes
fuck
you
me
that
up
way,
more.
but yeah,
that would
that's
fuck
fair.
me up more. Is
And be surrounded in that environment. It's like that's not the real world.
Right. That's not how you're going to
It's
interact
not
with other
healthy.
people. Yeah.
It's a lot of crazy stories.
it's there's a lot of hard stories to listen to. I think they're great. I think it's
They
good
are.
to listen
It's
to
a
stories.
good thing to see where it can go.
But
absolutely.
for me personally too, I get a lot of examples in day-to-day life of why I
When you hear these
stay
stories, you're like, okay,
sober.
yeah, I got that. Like, I don't need to hear it all the time. I could see that
Right.
being very exhausting.
Yeah. Every time you go here and those.
and I know enough people in the world that do still drink, or or know of a person that knows of a person that drinks,
right.
where I hear these examples and I go, okay, I get what's going on.
You look on
here.
the news, you're like,
I get
yeah.
like a reminder once a week at least, and I go, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's good for me.
Yeah. You hear about someone's DUI. You hear about something that happened.
Yeah,
You're
I go,
like,
that's enough for me.
Yeah. I do have to say, I was listening to Craig Ferguson. He hosted a late night show a little bit ago. He's a comic, Scottish guy, I believe. He was talking about his alcohol. It was on Neil Brennan's podcast. He was talking about his alcoholism And he said, like, his low point, what happened, and this is a story that he has, I'm not claiming it or anything, but he woke up on Christmas morning in a bar and went, oof, I got to end this. This is not great that this is where I'm at. It just seemed like a logical next step was to I'm just going to go drive off of a thing, like, because I just woke up in a bar. Instead of going home to my wife and kids for Christmas morning. To get to wife and kids, house, career, you have to be making some correct steps. You're not a full piece of shit. You're not a full waste. No one is. But you got to a point, you had a wife, you had developed a career for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't, not that everyone has to get there, but you weren't on the side of the road, you know, in a really dire situation. And I think that's what a lot of people, maybe that person that was feeling like they just need to taper off, feels like that's where they're at. Mm-hmm. They think, oh, well, I've done this, I have a job, so I should just be able to taper off and I'm okay.
Yeah. The only thing is if you just keep going, you will be that person.
There
6
will be
feet
a
under.
Burnout.
There will be the burnout.
Yes, yeah. There will be a bottom. There will be a
bottom.
You'll meet that slippery slope. It'll get too steep. It'll get too slippery, and you'll slip. That's just yeah.
I do want to say you're wrong on one thing you said there.
Oh, what?
Is not everybody's a piece of shit.
Yeah, not everybody's a piece of shit.
I did write down one person that I want to call a
piece of shit?
complete, utter piece of shit, waste of human resource that just needs to be gone.
J-Shock?
No, what the fuck?
I know. I wanted to see your reaction. You're like, no, are you fucking kidding me?
I fucking love J-Shock.
No shade to J-Shock.
Chris Watts.
Who's that?
He's the guy. What year was it? 20.
We thought that maybe we could also bring you like a random little true crime thing that we.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this
we love
wasn't
true
fully
crime. Yeah.
fleshed out. This is just something that happened around I think this week.
It was 2 days ago. I
But
think
it
it was yesterday.
inspired
I
this
think.
thought that we should do
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
So
Chris Watts
Mm-hmm.
murdered his wife, who was
Is this
pregnant.
the Idaho person?
No, that's
Oh, okay.
Brian Koberger.
Right, okay,
This guy, Colorado, murdered his wife that was pregnant and his 2 daughters. And he buried his wife in an oil field. Yes.
Does the one in the stomach count as one of the two, or are there 2 outside? So
No,
it's
Two
one
outside.
inside,
one
one
inside,
outside?
2 outside.
So 3 total.
3 total, yeah.
Just
He
wanted to
murdered
get
his
that clear.
wife, buried her body in the oil field that he worked in, and then murdered his 2 daughters, and then proceeded to stuff their bodies into 2 different oil tankers into an 8-inch wide hole. He crushed their bodies down into an 8-inch opening into barrels full of oil. And he's in prison for life. And recently
should be dead, but
should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, this week, filed to get married to a Cleveland attorney that is already going by. Will you look her name up so we can call her out by name?
Already going by Mrs. Watts?
Already going by Mrs. Watts. And he's filed for, the state and the prison, because you have to get a prison license to get married as well. And
I knew
that shouldn't
there
be
were
okay.
women out there that liked bad boys, but
No,
like
that
that's
shouldn't
like
be
not,
okay.
That's like not what that is, and I think that lady is fully delusional.
yeah.
He's
So
obviously sick, but
he
he's getting
should not
punished
get
for it.
any
and should
kind
continue.
of pleasure in
Yes.
life. He should not be able to get any mail from any of these delusional, deranged women and men that think he's sexy. He should not have any kind of joy
Dude,
in life
I
whatsoever.
can't even fit in 8 inches.
That was
Fitting a
fucking-
full kid in there? That's crazy.
allegedly her name is Lizzie Henderson.
Lizzie, yeah, and she goes by Lizzie Watts. She's
Lizzie
a
Watts
Cleveland realtor,
Henderson.
so if you're looking to buy a home in Cleveland, steer clear of
Realtor?
that stupid fucking
Did you say
bitch.
realtor or lawyer before?
Realtor.
Oh, I thought you said
I might have said lawyer.
before.
I would be
But
wrong,
realtor?
but she's a realtor in Cleveland, so if you're going to buy a house from her, don't, because she's a fucking freak.
It's disgusting.
She's a disgusting
That's an
fucking
insane-
freak.
Like, I get it if your new hubby maybe committed a crime in the past that's
Drug
not yeah,
charges.
something like that. Cool. Not cool,
That
but
is-
like that's like too
And
heinous
he
of something
did
to
it
do.
because he was cheating on her. Like, that was the motive, was he was cheating on her, and he just wanted to be with his new girl.
Like, just divorce her, bro.
Like, just divorce your wife.
That's
Like that's still not. That's really sad.
and to take out the kid.
But I'm
No,
like, you
but
killed
think
your
it's
daughters.
worse? You think it's lame to be known as a divorcee? Try being known as the man that murdered his wife
Yeah.
and daughters.
Yeah, because you
What's
got
worse?
cucked by your own wife. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, you're a piece of fucking shit, Chris Watts.
Yeah,
And I
okay,
hope you have the
fair.
most miserable fucking life.
Is this going to be a thing? You guys are
imaginable.
going to find someone to be like, hey, this person just die in jail.
Yeah.
Be buried
Just
underneath
scumbag.
it. Who cares?
Yeah, we can bring you some good ones.
And you know what? I
Yeah.
just whoever was affected by the case, I want them to decide what happens. You know,
That
if
would be
they
a
want
fun-
him, if they want him dead, he should die.
That'd be a fun thing.
If they want him to rot in prison and not have any contact to his new stupid fucking bitch wife,
Yeah. You've seen that clip of the guy, the dad to maybe I forget how old the daughter was, but this was a very public case that was years ago. But the dad, it was some guy who R&K'd his daughter. And he's in the courtroom and looks at the judge after like everything goes on, and he goes, "Judge, I'm going to ask, can I please just get 5 minutes alone in a room with him?"
yeah, I did see that.
And the judge is like, I can't allow you to do
Can't
that.
allow you
He's
to do
like,
that. He's like, just
"I'm
give
gonna
me
take
5
it."
minutes, and then he just jumps
and then
over.
he goes, "I'm going to take it anyways," and starts
Yeah.
charging the guy.
Let him at him.
Yeah.
Let him.
I
let
do
him-
not blame
let
him.
Let him.
Yeah, I do not
Let
blame
him.
that for a split second. Honestly, we
And then
should
after
have
he's
some
done-
sort of system where someone's allowed
After
to
he's
do
done
that.
and he breaks his hand doing what he's doing,
Yeah,
no medical bills, free.
make that person pay for whatever
Yeah,
their money
whatever's
left in
left.
life is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pay for the
depending on my
medical bills.
life, it's like if you killed one of my loved ones, I would have a hard time not feeling like I needed to
Yeah, to do
have
something
some
back
justice.
to you.
Yeah. I do want to shout out Morbid podcast. Morbid.
Cool.
They
Shout 'em
did
out.
they did a very good coverage of Chris Watts. What was it, Harley? 3 or 4 parts?
Damn.
I don't know. It was
It
a
was
few.
it was
They're
a lot,
good.
Sheesh.
and it's
Damn.
So if you want a very in depth
Yeah.
of the whole story of this waste of human resource, go check that podcast.
And if
out.
you want to listen to 2 Wastes of Human Resource Talk weekly, please comment, and
subscribe. We're making more of a structure here. We're making it better.
We're making it better for you guys. It's going to be a community. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. I can't do a good Trump, and I'm working. I haven't really. Gonna be huge. It's almost there.
Jesus Christ.
So
It's
yeah,
almost there. Almost
like,
got
comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys if you've been here. Tune in next week. I may or may not show my nipples. Love you long
it.
day.
Oh, please.